Have you ever thought about if your meal timing is important for your overall health or for your invisible illness? I'm a dietitian here at AHC and I'm here to talk all things meal timing. So my general response is yes, but there's definitely some flexibility and variability in the answer as well. So the timing of meals can be important for someone living with a chronic or invisible illness. Some of the key benefits for eating at consistent times or structured times throughout the days and weeks is to give your body some safety when it comes to food. So when I say safety, I mean your body knowing that it's going to receive food on a day-to-day basis. It can improve cognition and energy levels, and that is really dependent on the person. That's not the case for everyone. However, if you're eating once or twice a day, or only when you're feeling hungry, for some people, when they start to eat consistently across the days and weeks, it can improve potentially cognition and your ability to concentrate, and also slightly or potentially improve energy levels as well, or capacity. One of the other main benefits is that eating at consistent structured times can train your body to identify when to eat and when to feel hungry. It's common living with an invisible or chronic illness that we lose connection with our hunger and fullness signals. So we need to retrain the body to identify these cues. And when we start to eat more regularly, we can then identify, or we can also increase those rise and falls of our hunger and fullness signals, which then can connect into our appetite. So it's a lot of the time the expectation is that your appetite comes first, but sometimes your appetite can actually come last. So after eating at structured, consistent times for a period of time, you may find that your appetite starts to come back. And it's important to note that our body does need consistent energy and food through the day most of the time, even when our appetite isn't there, which can be really challenging if you're experiencing gastrointestinal symptoms, lack of motivation, or appetite to eat as well. So the general summary is, yes, it's important to eat consistently through the day at regular meal times, even if we don't have an appetite. So how do we do that? So I would aim to eat every 2.5 to 4 hours, increasing the regularity of eating slowly. So if you're someone who is eating 1 meal a day, it's potentially moving to 2 or to 3 times a day. And we need to figure out what works for your life and your schedule as well. There's no point me telling you a specific time and then it doesn't work with your schedule. So that's for you to take away and have a look. Okay, when are my breaks? When does my energy start to drop off in the afternoon? Consider all of those different points. And we also want to keep in mind your symptoms. So we don't want to increase your symptoms as well when it comes to eating. So starting small is really important, and starting at what works for you. So for some people, eating small frequent meals, maybe 6 to 8 times a day works better, where someone else may want 3 larger meals and some snacks. The time of the day when you start, I would suggest starting in the morning, but for some people, they prefer a fasted morning. So these are the variabilities in what I mentioned at the beginning. That's important for you to take note of. But whatever they are, whatever goals you set in terms of eating at consistent times, it needs to be reasonable and realistic for your life. If you have any questions or you want to reach out to one of our invisible illness dietitians, please comment below or get in touch with our team.